Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and throughout the history of the United States of America, we've fought some pretty bitter battles over the subject of race. And after going through some very dark times in our country's history, we had hoped that those things were behind us, and we'd gotten to a point where it was widely accepted that no, you should not judge individuals by lumping them together based on characteristics they cannot control, like whether they're a man or a woman, or what race they are, what color their skin is. These are things that everybody who has common sense should be able to understand. No, people should be judged individually based on their character and their actions when it comes to just about anything in life. But not everybody subscribes to that theory. So last week, President Trump's Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos, had to send a Dear Colleague letter to various schools of higher education in the United States, turning back Obama-era guidelines the administration says are beyond constitutional bounds when it comes to the admissions practices at these colleges and universities. You see, what would be absolutely great is, let's say, schools admitting 1,000 people in their freshman class. No novel idea. Why don't we take the 1,000 most qualified applicants? I'm a white guy. You know what? If the 1,000 applicants are all African-American women because, hey, those 1,000 people were selected based on their merits, there were no white guys who were better candidates than they were, you're not going to hear a peep from me. You know why? Because the best should always be rewarded. And I would hope it would be the other way around, but of course it isn't. You have so many race baiters like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Maxine Waters out there that go crying a foul anytime they don't get their way for something that they can use to serve their own political gain. They don't even care about the people they're advocating for. So anyways, you've got this letter that gets sent out by Secretary DeVos, but some of the nation's quote-unquote most respectable institutions, they're deciding to double down that they are going to oppose what Ms. DeVos is saying that they have to do. Harvard and Yale in particular. At Harvard, they say, a spokesman did after receiving this letter from Secretary DeVos, that race will continue to be one of the deciding factors that are considered in the admissions practices of Harvard University. At Yale, based on the statements that they were putting out after getting the letter, it seems that they certainly care more about having a diverse campus than they do actually getting the best and the brightest, which seems kind of backwards and illogical for a university. But nonetheless, you see this continuing to happen, and you wonder, who's getting hurt the most out of this? Is it white people? No, it's not even white people. It's actually a minority group that the numbers show are getting hurt the worst out of this, and that would be Asian Americans. You see, there's a lawsuit out there from a group called Students for Fair Admissions, saying that Asian Americans are being largely kept out of colleges despite having incredibly impressive credentials. Why is it? Because they get really poor scores from college administrators on certain things that are totally subjective, such as their level of courage and their personality. Are you kidding me? A minority group is being discriminated against, one where it shows that time and time again there have been members of that community that absolutely should have been allowed to continue their education. American citizens who come from a minority background, you'd think that the left would be all excited about them getting their opportunities, excited about their success, and no. You have so many liberals working to shut them down and keep them out of institutions like Harvard and Yale. It is absolutely unbelievable. So many freaking hypocrites on the left here trying to argue, oh, we're the champions of every minority community. Republicans are a bunch of white guys who are racist. Yeah, we see who's actually really keeping people down in this country, and it's not us conservatives. It is absolutely pathetic that this is going on in the left, showing that they have no signs of stopping it. So once again, really not doing a great job of living up to their whole loving left mantra, are they? That's all that we have for today, but tune into the John Muir Show each and every weekday on WTAQ, WHBL, and WSAU. Until next time, I'm out.